Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Uncanny X-Men issue 195, written by Chris Claremont. Which, interestingly, it revolves around the Power Pack, a superhero team of kids that obviously have superpowers. That personally I was never too interested in, but the thing is that they would pop up in the X series back in the 80s every once in a while. I remember them popping up during the Fall of the Mutants in the X Factor title, and also during the Mutant Massacre. Now, in this issue, which it's a pretty good standalone story, even though my only issue with it is that there's way too much dialogue that's not necessary. There's a lot of chatter amongst the members of the Power Pack because obviously they're kids. So you have like a ton of text on each one of those pages. Now, that aside, let's get into the story itself. So it actually starts off, we have like a stormy night. We have the members of the Power Pack sleeping in their parents' bed because obviously they're really little kids. They are awakened by some thunder and lightning, and the thing is that their parents do not know who they are. They totally freak out, and this leads to the members of the Power Pack ending up on the streets. It's pretty interesting because no one in the building knows who these kids are, so we have like this mystery. So we have the Power Pack in an alley. It's raining outside. They actually decide to seek refuge in the sewers because back in the 80s, the sewers were always a great place to go. The thing is that when they go down there, the Morlocks are waiting. They had set up a trap. They kidnapped the kids. The thing is that one of the members of the team, Kate Power, is able to escape, and she has been disfigured. Her face has been all messed up by the Morlock mask. The thing is that she has ended up in a hospital after this whole situation that when she escaped from the Morlocks she had with the cop. And this reaches the morning news, and Kitty Pryde sees it and realizes, even though she's disfigured, it's Kate Powers. And again, the X-Men and the Power Pack already have history. So we get the obligatory battle between the Morlocks and the X-Men, and it's established in the story that I wasn't aware of this. The Power Pack actually have history with the Morlocks prior to this, because Kate Power knew who the Morlocks were. She viewed them as friends. She doesn't understand why they have kidnapped her siblings. Now, the Morlocks as characters were always fascinating because they were very much victims. They were mutants that could not live openly in society because visibly they were very different. And the thing is that they always had a grudge towards mutants that looked normal. So when they always fought with the X-Men, things got real really fast. But the X-Men always tried to keep their gloves on when dealing with the Morlocks. They understood their situation, even if the Morlocks caused trouble with people on the surface or with other mutants. But in this story, we get like this really awesome moment with Wolverine where he's like, fuck it, I'm not going to deal with these guys anymore. He pops his claws. So as the story progresses, we discover that Annalee, one of the Morlocks, is the one that has ordered the kidnapping of the Power Pack. And another Morlock with telepathic powers made everyone forget who were the Power Pack, at least the people in the building, including their parents. And this telepath actually has brainwashed the kids of the Power Pack, the ones with Annalee too, to make them think that Annalee is their mother, because in a previous story that I don't have with the Power Pack and the Morlocks, Annalee's kids were all killed. I'm not sure what was the situation, but out of sadness and grief, she had decided to kidnap the kids of the Power Pack to replace her lost children. And the whole scenario, the way it's written and the art, it really conveys the sadness and this whole situation of loss. And even the young Kate Power can empathize with what Annalee is going through, even though she's a child. But Kate and the X-Men talk to Annalee, make her understand that what she has done is totally wrong. Actually, the person that steps in to correct this whole situation is Callisto, who is the leader of the Morlocks. She's sort of like, what the hell? I did not greenlight this. Callisto also orders Mask to make all the faces of the kids of the Power Pack back to normal and not be like sort of grotesque. Obviously, this had been a measure that if the kids would escape and go to the surface, people would just freak out if they would see like these really disfigured kids. So the thing is that even though I totally spoiled this story, it's pretty good. Like, it's very heartfelt, even though there's way too much dialogue in the first part of the story. And thinking about the Power Pack, I always wonder, because I have 3 kids, and there's like a ton of TV shows for younger kids that teach kids some lessons and stuff like that, like Dora or Manny the Builder or Paw Patrol. There's actually one that's pretty good, at least because I've been seeing these for a long time now. One with Batman, Bat Wheels. They actually put some effort into the plot. But that aside, I always wondered why Marvel has never tapped into the Power Pack and make it. Totally feels like a no-brainer. But that aside, I'm gonna leave this video here.